Welcome back to another watercolor and chat video. Let's get started. So in this video, I am just really chill and I'm just going to be talking about whatever comes to mind or whatever I'm seeing on the screen. And that's it. I really have been liking doing these types of videos of me just talking, rambling, and just like talking about the materials or what's going on in the pages. And I feel that whenever I talk about these pages or whenever I talk about these materials, I feel like I'm helping you guys with understanding how to use watercolors at a beginner level, but also showing that not every watercolor expert, not that I'm not a watercolor expert, and that I'm still learning to figure out what colors work with what type of style or what type of color combos work with each other. The first two drawings I really liked because I didn't put that much pressure on myself, because I told myself like, hey, you are drawing for yourself. You're not drawing for anybody else. And that should be the mentality always, because you make these videos to express yourself. You make these videos to show your creative side and show off what you want to show off to others. And I feel like I forget that sometimes, and that's something that I have been working on. I am a people pleaser, and it's really hard to do that. It's really hard to make sure that everybody is happy, to make sure that everybody is within their necessity of what they need. But I keep on forgetting that this isn't their art. This isn't their job to be making videos. They're not my editor. They're not the person that is making these videos, creating this art, creating these types of videos to show to others that not everything and not art is going to be perfect. And I need to remember that. I need to remember that I'm my own person. I'm the person who makes these videos. I'm the person who edits these videos, and I'm the person who creates the art, because I want to show to others that not everything you create is going to be perfect. There are going to be ups and downs. There's going to be success. There's going to be triumphs, but there's still going to be failure. And the more times that we fail, the more that we're learning, the more that we're going to improve, the more that we're going to take note, the more that we're going to observe and see what works and what doesn't work. And it's hard because you're trying to make sure that you either have fun with art, or you want to continue pursuing it to be a passion or to be a job or to be a career that you want to continue and you want to work for. And I feel that sometimes when it comes to art being a job, or art becoming a career and not a hobby, I feel like sometimes it's a little overwhelming, because you're trying to make sure to make content that is perfect for everybody that to see it, to watch, because you need the views, you need the money, you need the necessities to survive. But to me, when it comes to creating art, and when it comes to being a content creator on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, it's hard, because you are trying to figure out where you stand. You're trying to figure out if you want to do this full time, or if you want to do this for fun, or if you want to do this on the side. And it is strugglesome, and I've struggled with this a lot, because I literally want to make art a passion of mine, but I'm still in school because I want to make sure that I still have a degree behind me in case this art thing doesn't work out. And many people have told me, hey, if you want to become an artist, you got to put in the work, or if you becoming an artist is going to be financially unstable for yourself, you aren't going to be able to support those around you. And hearing that for both my career and both my degree, and my hobby, it's really frustrating because literally there are so many jobs that are both not enjoyable, but yet you need the money because you need it for yourself, you need it for food, you need it for your income, you need it for whatever, and you aren't happy about it. You're tiring yourself, you're overworking yourself, you're pushing yourself to your limit, to the point where you are both mentally and physically hurt, and physically and mentally unstable to think, unstable to figure out what you want to do as a person. And I get overwhelmed so much and so hard, and I have really bad anxiety, and I can never take criticism like clearly, and not like, I take it to the heart, and it's hard for me. And I have a feeling others relate to this, because you really want to try, you really want to work hard, you really want to prove to others that you could do this, but your mental health, your physical health is not going to support that, because they want to tell you, you can't do this, you can't stop it, you can't keep pushing yourself. Because the more you keep pushing yourself, the more your brain is going to think you're overwhelmed, you're overdoing it, you're not thinking of reality, you're thinking of a fantasy that isn't going to be successful. But I say, and I've had this mentality for like the beginning of high school all the way to my adulthood, I feel that you should live life to how you want to feel, but also I feel that you should live life to the fullest. I feel like you should live life to the I don't care what happens type of mentality when it comes to certain types of activities, like going out or trying something new or going to a new and different place. Having that type of mentality will literally show you that you could have fun without being a without being a antisocial butterfly. And the more that you go out, the more that you have fun, the more that you go and try new things, it shows to you that, oh, I could have fun outside of this environment. But then when it comes to school, work, and other things, I feel that it's hard because you have to stay on your best behavior. You have to make sure that your work style, your work ethic is at the top shape, because you don't know what's going to happen. You need the money, you need the paycheck, you need the job because of something that you want, some things that you need to pay for, and some things that are really, really necessary to have. And it's hard. You really want to try and make it work, and it's hard. Again, I'm just a random person on the internet just rambling and talking about whatever's going on, and again, I have a feeling some of you are listening, or some of you just muted this video just to have music in the background but still have something on the screen, and again, it's perfectly fine. My job as being an entertainer or just being a person on the internet to just ramble and explain is just to either A, show awareness, or B, to show that not all art is going to be perfect. Art is going to be messy. Art is going to be a bit of a stressful train wreck, and it is. Art is going to be something that naturally happens. The more practice that you put into drawing, the more practice that you put into doing anatomy study, the more practice that you put in doing anything, you'll get better and you'll perfect your skill, you'll perfect your way of art. And it is going to get hard. Like drawing hands, drawing certain animals, drawing certain fishes, drawing certain types of, certain types of bugs. It's gonna get hard, but The more practice you put into it, the more time you take to put aside to do art, it'll be worth it, because you'll be able to look back at your old sketchbooks and see that, oh, I improved. I was able to practice more on bugs, but I might need to practice less of drawing hands, or more of drawing hands and less of drawing bugs, because I'm happy with how my bugs are looking, and I'm a little bit, I want to work more on hands. And again, I know practice and saying it over and over again, practice makes it perfect, it is annoying and it is hard, but that's all it is. It's all about taking your time. It's all about trying to make sure to sit down and make an effort to create something that you and others will like. Sure, it does get annoying, and sure, it's a repetitive word going on and on and on again, but it'll all be worth it in the end. My skill and other skills have taken a lot of practice and time and a lot of effort to do. And sure, when it comes to us doodling in a random sketchbook, we might create something perfect, or when we're trying to recreate it in a different sketchbook, it might not look perfect. But the more that we practice, the more that we stay focused, or the more that we just let the pen hit the paper, I feel that that's all it is. And again, art is not something to be perfect on. It's about doing what you want to do. And I hope that you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble, and I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you have a nice day, night, or afternoon. Thanks. Bye.